Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, it's Super Simple Sunday. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. A big welcome to all of my new subscribers and a big old thank you to everyone who supports my channel in any way. Well, it's Super Simple Sunday, and one of the reasons why I enjoy Super Simple Sunday is because it allows me to share some ways with you guys that I'll be getting rid of some scraps. And then on occasion, we do some non-scrap projects. But on this channel, like so many other channels that are paper crafting, we generate a lot of scraps. So whenever I can, I'll try to find beautiful ways for you guys to use those scraps. And today is no different. Today we are going to use one of my personal favorite materials to craft with. And I'm sure that most of you who have been with me over my 3-year journey on YouTube probably guessed chipboard. And you would be correct, because that's one of the first things that I introduced when I launched my channel, was my love for chipboard. And I shared my love of chipboard with you guys because I love how it makes my projects sturdier, more long-lasting, and highly functional. But you know what that means when you're using chipboard? You tend to have a lot of chipboard scraps. So that's what we're going to focus on today, using some of those scraps. So I'll try to hold this up so that you can see what it is. It is actually a 3x5 gift tag. Now, I'll give you a closer look at these in a minute, but this is going to be a very, very economical way to make some beautiful gift tags. And for those of you who might be like me, you love tassels, but you can't quite make them look as good as some that you've seen, I'm going to share a little hack with you on how you can get some beautiful tassels. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, guys, so here's a closer look at those beautiful 3x5 gift tags that we are making for this Super Simple Sunday craft. Now, these are gorgeous, and they are so simple to make, and this is a great way to get rid of quite a bit of your chipboard scraps if you have some of those long 3-inch pieces, because we do sometimes cut at 12x9, so you might have some 3x12-inch strips, or you might have some 3x6-inch strips. Turn them into tags. And for those of you who are doing craft fairs, add these to your table, because they definitely would be beautiful little sellers. If you want to give the gift of packaging to someone, give them a package of gift tags and bows. People love getting beautiful packaging. So back to the project. I've probably already spent more time talking than it's going to take us to make these cuties. So here's what we're going to need. I have my grungy board here that I've been using to paint. We're going to need a 3x5-inch piece of scrap chipboard. I have some red paint that I got from Target. This is acrylic, and it is colored ladybug red. Then I'll be using some more of that white chalk paint that I got from Walmart, and it's from Waverly, and the color is plaster. And then I'll be using some stickers. So once we've made the tag, stick around because I'll show you the tassel. So I have my 2 brushes. I'll be using a sponge brush and then this stiff, cheapo brush that I got from the Dollar Tree to do my final technique on these. So first I'm going to share with you guys a very quick way of being able to paint something this size without getting paint all over your hands. I am securing this down with my Amazon Basics magic tape, as I call it. And this tape really is highly multifunctional, because ordinarily I'd have to hold this down and maybe get some paint all over my nails. I don't have to do that. I can just put that there. It's not going anywhere. This paint that I'm using is really kind of old and thick, and I don't want to thin it. So I am just pouncing it out like that. Then I'm going to take my red pouncer, and I just want to get paint all over this, front and back. And I'm trying to get a really good coverage of paint. And it's going to dry very quickly. So once it dries, we're going to flip it over and paint the back. Okay, so now that we have a dry board, we're going to go ahead and do the dry brush technique on this. And it's going to be so simple. I'm going to take just a little bit of that white paint. I really don't need a whole lot. More came out than I actually need for this project. Then I'm going to take a paper towel, and what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of paint to all of those bristles. And then I'm going to remove as much of that paint as I can. I really want my brush to have very little paint on it, because when I go across like this, I'm not trying to get a whole lot of paint down. And you can go in whatever direction you want to go in. But what I've tried to do is to make sure that some areas have a heavier concentration than others. So I am pretty pleased with how this looks. Now we need to let it dry, flip it over, and do it on the back side. All right, so now my surface is dry. And here's a little tip. I don't clean this brush because I use the same brush over and over when I'm doing the dry brush technique. I just go through and make sure I sort of brush out all of the paint that's here. Because sometimes the grungier these brushes are, the better the technique I get. So now that we have our tag, I am just going to cut a little tag shape. You can actually go in with some type of a marker or a pencil if you want to be more exact. Right now I'm just eyeballing. And I'm actually okay with how that looks. So I took my Crocodile Big Bite home, and I don't have it here with me. And that's okay, because a lot of you might not have the Crocodile Big Bite, but this is a way to punch a hole even if you don't have one. So I am just going to take my piercer here and just punch a hole. It won't be the cleanest hole. You can go back and set an eyelet if you want, but because I don't have my crocodile here, setting them would be very hard to do. So we're just going to leave it like this. The more rustic, the better. So I am going to continue to work from this sticker sheet. And it's the Kringle & Company collection by Photoplay. And the SKU on the sticker sheet is 792-436-595-198. So I am going to keep it very simple. I want to do the 25th here. So I'm going to take the 2, put it down, but not stick it down all the way yet. And then I'm going to take the 5 and place it. And I'll look at this to see if I have my placement where I want it. And I'm fine with that. And I'm going to take my big old spatula and just smooth that out. Now, if you wanted to go over these with some Mod Podge to seal it, you can. I like that rustic feel. It almost feels like wood once you do that technique on chipboard. So I am more than okay with how this looks. So now we have a very beautiful but simply made gift tag. Now, on to the tassel. Y'all, it's very simple. I went to Hobby Lobby and I was looking at some of the Christmas items they have in their Christmas shop, and they have a whole bunch of tasseled garland. Now, I don't plan on using this on my Christmas tree, although I think it would be beautiful. When I saw this, I saw an opportunity for me to have many, many, many tassels whenever I need them. If I wanted to, I could probably dye these. But here's the beauty of this. This was $14.99, but Hobby Lobby was having 50% off of fall and Christmas, so I was able to get this for $7.50. This garland has 16 tassels on it, so that means that rounding up, I'm paying about 47 cents a tassel. So maybe you don't have a Hobby Lobby, but you probably have stores that sell garland tassels like these. What a great and inexpensive way to get a tassel. You don't have to worry about making them at all. So whenever you're in the store, take a look at what's being offered and then think about ways that you can use it in your crafting. So that's exactly what I did with this tassel garland. I decided to take it and turn it into toppers for these sweet little tags that I'm making. I punched my hole. I'm going to go ahead and put that through the hole, and then I'm going to tie it off. And now I have another beautiful Christmas tag with a tassel at the top. So easy peasy. And each tassel on here has plenty of room in between each one so that you can get the string you need to do the tie off. Now, how fabulous is this? For those of you who are making traveler's notebooks or things like that, look at those tassels in the store in a whole new way. So I am going to bring my third one back in so you can see these beautiful tasseled tags that I was able to make using scrap chipboard and stickers. Oh my word, not only are these super simple, but they are gorgeous. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this super simple Sunday craft. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.